Hello beautiful, my name is Yara. I hope you're having an amazing and blessed day. What I have for you today, I'm going to be sharing my foundation routine. This is my everyday makeup routine. I hope you enjoy and I hope you learn a lot. And now let's just get started. First, I'm going to start sharing some tips with you. Tip number one, make sure your hands are super clean. Tip number two, make sure the applicator for the foundation is also clean. Even if you're gonna use a sponge, make sure it's nice and clean. If you're gonna use a foundation brush, make sure it's nice and clean as well. Tip number three, and this is just an extra little tip, make sure you drink plenty of water, because if you don't, you start to break out. Reasons why my face is acting up a little bit, because I stopped drinking as much water as I usually do. Once I start drinking water again, my face clears up. Trust me on this tip, make sure you drink plenty of water, and it's good for the overall health for your whole body. Trust me on that one. Now that I'm done sharing a few tips with you, my love, let's get started with this foundation routine. Now that the hair is out of the way, I'm gonna start by spraying a little bit of facial mist. This one is my favorite. Like you can notice, it's almost empty. This is all I have. Did find this at Dollar Tree, and it's my favorite facial mist for before and after makeup. Another little tip, my love, make sure you let your skin absorb all the products that you're putting before your foundation. That could be the facial mist and the primer, or one of the other, but make sure you're letting it a few minutes, at least 1 to 5 minutes. What the packaging looks, it's just beautiful package. You can notice it's super fancy. So yeah, it was about $40, I believe. And you just need a little bit of this. This is a good thing that you do pay a lot, but it's gonna last you a long time, because you only need a little bit to cover your whole face. So I do want to mention that it does have like a sticky feeling to it once you are done applying it on your face, but that's totally normal. This is gonna make sure your foundation stays on your skin all day long, I promise. But after a while, it's just that sensation goes away. I promise. It's just for a few seconds. While that sits on my skin, I like to move into doing my eyebrows. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick, and I'll be right back. Eyebrows are done, and I really cleaned them as well, just to get that step out of the way. Also, if you're interested in what product I use just the Shein pomade, and this is what it looks like. I do like it a lot, actually. It's really easy to use, in the shade dark brown. I'm using that every day, and I really like it. Just keep in mind that it's super pigmented, so a little bit covers your whole eyebrow, I promise. Today I'm going to be using my Becca foundation, the shade Sepia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is the shade right here. Full packaging is just stunning. It is so glass, so be careful with your little ones. And it is pump, so I'm obsessed with the fact that it's a pump foundation. It's easy to use, especially when you're in the go and you need to do your makeup fast. This helps me a lot. Anyway, taking my Wet n Wild sponge, and again, remember your applicator has to be clean for a healthy skin. I'm gonna be applying it right here on my sponge. And at first I thought this foundation was gonna be too dark, I'm not gonna lie, but at the end everything comes out together. That's the only hard part about Sephora and Ulta. You can really test any foundation. The foundation is finally on. Like you can tell, I only took a little bit of this foundation to cover my whole face. This foundation is super full coverage, so I'm obsessed with it. I recommend it 100%. Invest that money in good products, my love. I will never tell you to invest money in products that are not worth it. But this foundation is a must if you're looking for a full coverage, a long wear, and if you're going to be using it for work. I recommend this foundation, especially because you only need a little bit to cover your whole face. It means you're going to have full coverage, long wearing, and it's going to last you a very long time, even though it is a little bit expensive. Okay, moving on, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Calm Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Sand. This is the greatest concealer I have ever tried. I have tried many high-end concealer, and this is the concealer that I found that works for me the best. But you do need to blend it really fast because it does dry really fast. Okay, so foundation and concealer are all applied on my skin and ready to be set. This is my favorite step to set my whole face, and for that I'm going to be using the Fit Me. This is in the shade 20, which is light medium. I'm just obsessed with this powder. Lasts all day long without creasing or anything like that. I'm gonna be using my Shein brushes. I did use some of the eyeshadow brushes, but now it's time to test the face brushes, and all these brushes are from Shein website, which I'm obsessed with. The packaging, they're stunning, and they were only $5 for each little set. Sure, so I'll leave the video down below for you guys so you can check out the Shein haul. I'm gonna be setting my face using this beautiful powder brush by Shein, and my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I'm gonna set my whole face. I'm really good at picking up loose powder, so that's great. First brush that I used for that face, and it's great. It picked up the product like nothing, and I hope you guys are seeing why I love this powder. Okay, now it's time to bronze the skin, and what's better to use my Holly Girl bronzer. This is by Wet n Wild. You can notice how much I love this bronzer, and it's even broken. But this is just my Wet n Wild bronzer. Testing out the bronzer brush. Look how stunning this brush is. Sorry, this brush is angled like you can notice, so I'm gonna bronze my skin with this brush. I just love this bronzer for everyday use because it's super natural, like you can tell. Doesn't look muddy, doesn't look too harsh on the skin. It's just perfection. Just applied it under my lips just to give that illusion of bigger lips, and with the same brush I'm gonna be contouring my nose just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. In the mornings I usually only have like 30 minutes to do my face makeup, so yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much of my nose contour. This is basically all I do in the mornings. I'm done testing out another brush, and this brush was great as well. Picked up the powder really good. It's time for blush, and like always, taking my Ciate blush. This blush is my obsession. I use this in every single tutorial. You probably hate it, but this is the shade Burnt. And taking the blush brush, and again picking up the product super good. And for the blush, I just like to smile, make sure I'm applying the blush where it belongs. And I don't know why I like to apply blush on my chin and a little bit on my nose, but just whatever is left on the brush, that's what I apply there. Okay, now that the blush is on nicely, I like to go back with the powder brush, and then taking a little bit of the loose powder, gonna clean up a little bit. And I just do this really quick. I don't let it sit there for minutes. I'm not baking, I'm just cleaning up my work. And take a little bit, just a tiny bit, and clean on top of my blush. Just make sure I don't have no harsh lines. I always do this step every single morning. Spray in my facial mist one more time. highlight with this brush. I did find this fan brush at Dollar Tree. So this is a highlight that I'm going to be using today. You can notice I use this every day, and like I mentioned before, these are products that I use every single day that I already know that they work great together, and they're gonna last on the skin all day long, through work, through the face mask, through anything basically. That's why it's a perfect time to share with you guys, especially if you're looking for a simple foundation, face makeup routine, and more if you are an essential worker, or everyone, or if you're going back to work and you have to wear your makeup for a long period of time, especially underneath a mask. I recommend this makeup routine. It's just my favorite. I use it every day. I just love how the way it sprays. So I'm gonna spray this all over my face. I'll be sharing my favorite lipstick combo at the moment for you guys. This is just a little extra. So this is the best lip combo you're gonna find for everyday use. Wet n Wild lip liner. I use this every single day. And adding my Morphe, and this is the matte lipsticks. This is what the packaging looks like. I wanted to save it for you guys so you can see it. And this is in the shade Jealously. I'm gonna line up my lips first. I'm taking my matte lipstick, and this shade though is Perfection. I love this shade so much. And the applicator is it makes it so easy to apply. And that's what these two beauties together look like. It's in this combo Perfection though. I'm so obsessed with it. It's stunning for everyday use. If I'm feeling like I need a little bit of color in my life, I like using the Morphe lipstick. This is the same lipstick as the one before, but this is in the color Hot Shot. So when I feel like I need a little color in my life, I like to use this one. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. This is the perfect red. If you're looking for a good red, this is Perfection. Again, this is in the shade Hot Shot. And this is like a super true red. That's why I'm obsessed with it. Look how stunning this color is. I hope you enjoyed my everyday foundation routine. Let me know down below in the comment sections what you would like to see next. And remember, this makeup is also mask approved. I wear my face mask every single day at work, all day long, and my face still looks great. Of course, sometimes there's days that I don't let my primer set nice enough that all my makeup around my nose starts to peel off. So make sure you follow all the steps that I give in this tutorial, and your makeup will last all day long and nothing will happen when you have your mask all day long. I promise. Anyway, my beautiful, I hope to see you on the next one. Love you.